Good evening, everybody, and welcome to this evening's update on a very dangerous flood threat that is unfolding across Texas and Oklahoma this evening and overnight. So, the Weather Prediction Center has issued a moderate risk of excessive flooding rainfall from the Edwards Plateau through San Angelo, through Abilene, through the Dallas-Fort Worth metro area, through Wichita Falls into south central Oklahoma in the red for this evening and overnight tonight. We also have a moderate risk of excessive flooding rainfall across portions of east central Kansas near Wichita in the red. We have a slight risk of excessive flooding rainfall extending all the way from the Rio Grande border through areas like Killeen, Waco, and up towards much of central and north central Oklahoma, in Lawton, Oklahoma City, Enid, Stillwater, and Tulsa, and the eastern half of Kansas in areas like Wichita, Salina, Manhattan, Topeka, Lawrence, and Kansas City, Missouri. And we have a marginal risk of flooding all the way from the Rio Grande border through portions of Iowa, Minnesota, Wisconsin, Illinois, South Dakota, and Nebraska in the green. And this continues into tomorrow across central Texas, especially where the Weather Prediction Center has issued a slight risk of excessive flooding rainfall for Austin, Killeen, Waco, and Bryan College Station in the yellow, and a marginal risk in San Antonio, Victoria, and the Woodlands in the dark green. So looking at the 18Z run of the HRRR model to time out the rainfall, we're already seeing training heavy rain from the southwest hill country through north central Texas and south central Oklahoma as of 5 p.m. Central Daylight Time this evening. And as we go over the next 7 to 8 hours, watch as the rain just moves over the same areas, leading to this very dangerous flood threat from the hill country through the I-35 metro, from Waco into Dallas into southeast Oklahoma. Rain, very heavy rain by 11 p.m. tonight, going into 2 a.m. Look how the rain does not move. It's moving over the same areas of Texas and Oklahoma. And this is going to be leading to a very dangerous flood threat. Going into 5, the rain is still moving across the same areas from the hill country through north central Texas. And then eventually, as we go into tomorrow morning and early afternoon, we're going to see the rain train from in areas like Austin through Waco through Bryan College Station, which is why the Weather Prediction Center has issued the slight risk for those areas tomorrow. So looking at some of these rainfall accumulations, these are these are a little bit concerning to look at, as we are seeing the HRRR model putting widespread 2 to 5 inches from the hill country through Austin, through Bryan College Station, Waco, into the Dallas-Fort Worth area and southeast Oklahoma. And notice these pockets of pinks and blues and even grays. This is indicating that some locations could see as much as 5 to 11 inches of rain tonight in a 4 to 6 hour period, and this would end up leading to some very dangerous flooding if this verifies. So if you are thinking about traveling tonight, um, I would recommend holding off till the morning. Also, if you encounter any flooded roadways or overpasses, turn around, don't drown, and move to higher ground. If you live in any flood-prone areas, especially across the hill country through north central Texas tonight. And looking at the NAM-NEST model, the NAM-NEST model is also painting a large corridor from the southwestern hill country through the northern hill country into north central Texas, even southeastern Oklahoma, of 5 to 10 inches, with pockets as high as potentially even 11 inches west of San Antonio. So if these kind of rainfall totals occur in like a 4 to 5 hour period, this could result in some very dangerous, life-threatening flooding despite the drought conditions across Texas and Oklahoma. So, if you live across, especially from the hill country, Edwards Plateau, through north central Texas and south central Oklahoma this evening and tonight, make sure you're preparing for a dangerous flooding event and very heavy rainfall event, as is notorious for these kinds of events to occur in October across Texas, especially during an El Nino, and potentially fueled by Hurricane Otis, which made a devastating landfall in Acapulco yesterday. Please stay safe and have a wonderful evening, my friends.